Viewers, the knife attack on Saif Ali Khan has led to a narrative as convoluted and dramatic as any blockbuster script. But unlike the neatly curated plots of cinema, this real-life crime saga leaves us with more questions than answers, turning the investigation into a labyrinth of confusion about crime, chronology, and the culprit. Viewers, at the heart of this enigma is the crime itself, a brutal, unanticipated assault within the sanctity of one's home. Saif Ali Khan was attacked in what was initially described as an attempted burglary gone wrong. The incident happening in the early hours left Khan with multiple stab wounds, one perilously close to the spine, that needed emergency surgery. The timeline of events, viewers, is equally perplexing. Reports initially suggested that the intruder entered through a fire escape, yet 2 hours of the CCTV footage from before the attack allegedly showed no signs of an outsider. This raises questions about security access and whether the attacker was already inside, perhaps known to the residents or staff. We don't know. The recovery of the knife in pieces with one part allegedly found in children's room days after the attack only deepens this mystery. Viewers, the inconsistencies in the investigation, from the quick discharge of Saif Ali Khan from the hospital, which some have questioned for its rapidity given the severity of injuries, to the discrepancies in CCTV footage and the late revelation of key evidence like the second knife piece, suggest either a breakdown in police procedure or an attempt to craft a narrative that fits too neatly around this apprehended individual. Many believe that his face does not match. Now, viewers, as this case unfolds, it's crucial for the investigation to be transparent, thorough, and free from any pressures. Until then, we will remain spectators to a mystery where the final act is yet to be written. Let's open this up. Shiv Sena stays on. Suhail Seth back on the show, needs no introduction. Dr. Vikram Singh, former DGP Uttar Pradesh. Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, Chairperson Nephron. Kamru Zamanji stays on. Abha Singh, lawyer activist, completes the panel. Abha Singh, before I come to you, Suhail, what do you make of first what has been reported and the commentary around this case?
So, none of us is a detective. None of us, other than Abha Singh, I don't think there are any lawyers also on this panel. And not an investigator when I last checked. She hasn't had
Suhail, we have a bad audio line with you. Will give us a few seconds. We'll try and fix it. Viewers, I apologize for this glitch. I'll come back to Suhail. We are trying. We'll try and fix this quickly. But Abha Singh, what are we looking at in this case? Abha Singh ji, if you can hear me. Okay, this is now, beginning to feel like the probe in the Saif case. Nothing is clear. Dr. Vikram Singh, if you can hear me. Even he can't. Abha Singh, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Let's get started. What do you think of the case, ma'am, and the unanswered questions?
Number one, everybody is a little baffled that how could he climb onto the 11th and 12th floor. That is also a very important issue. How did he manage to climb? Whether somebody from the house was involved? Because the things are not very clear. As you rightly said, Pranesh, that there were 4 male employees. Nobody was there. These 2 women, they've not come clean. The knife part, which was found somewhere here, somewhere there. The pieces, the corroborative evidence is not meeting the eye. Also, why there was no one to take him to the hospital. What was the exact picture? And definitely a lot of people feel that even the photograph of the person climbing down the stairs and the photograph which is released is not matching. But nonetheless, we will have to go by what the police says. But after Sushant Singh Rajput and other cases, Mumbai police has definitely lost its sheen, because such things happening, first the murder of Baba Siddiqui, now this incident and many more, are questioning that is the police not available on the ground? Is law and order and safety not the first priority Mumbai police. It's only VIP bandobast which the Mumbai police is looking after. These are the questions which Saif Ali Khan's case has also raised.
Okay, Dr. Bagai, what is your reading of what we know in the case and what we don't know?
Good evening, Pranesh. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay. So I think the story just doesn't match right from the inception. None of us have a absolutely detailed inner picture. So there would be a pinch of presumptions in all of our statements. But having said that, it's almost Superman-like that someone climbs up to the 11th floor, comes in through some fire exit or entry, not being noticed. The CCTV footage is not of the 11th and 12th floor, but of the 6th floor. There are 4 different images of this assailant, and all the 4, at least what I could see on social media, the faces are a little different. There are no blood stains on the gentleman after he's exiting. After all, this particular person who he stabbed 6 times, 2 of which were supposedly reported to be grievous injuries or serious injuries, deep lacerations. There's no blood stains on his clothing. The fact that a small child is taking a father, that also in an auto, is a little bizarre. I mean, you will have at least some sort of vehicle at your level or at his level, which is readily accessible. There are 5 servants. The person comes into the kids' room. There is a scuffle. Now, very importantly, if you see the video footage, most human beings are right-handed. That means right-hand dominant. And I don't think this has been discussed, so let me bring this up in a little bit in detail. He's opening a drawer, perhaps not finding anything with his right hand. So a person who's a right-handed person, right dominant person, would normally involuntarily use a dominant hand when he's doing these kind of jobs. If a right-handed person who's right-handed dominant is using a weapon, such as a knife or any other sharp object, the injury marks would normally come on the other person's, as the victim's body, on the left side. It's almost impossible for a right-handed person to take a knife and start stabbing a person on the left side, on the right side. The left side of the neck is absolutely clean. This is what was seen when the actor was walking out of the hospital. What was the extent and nature of the injury in which an object was embedded inside the dura? Now, dura injury and lacerations where there is a leak of the cerebrospinal fluid is a reasonably serious
Dr. Bagai, what
condition.
are you suggesting?
So
quickly, what are you suggesting?
4.5 days, it's dramatic.
Okay. There is more
I don't know what is happening.
Okay.
Was there one person? Was there more than 2 people?
Right.
What is
Dr.
the
Singh,
previous nature of the injuries?
Dr. Vikram Singh.
Very quick recovery.
Yes, Pranesh.
Go ahead, sir. There are many questions that people want answered in this case.
I will put 5 bullet points before you, and I would like answers from the esteemed panelists. Number 1, there's a total mismatch between the CCTV footages and the photographs of Shariful. Number 1, you may recall that on the 16th attack happened, on the 17th there was a claim that the accused has been sighted around Prabha Devi. Obviously, you had certain data, and that is why I said somebody has been sighted around Prabha Devi, and he is a history sheeter. Then there was a total somersault, and somebody is picked up from Chhattisgarh, from the train, and somebody is picked up, Shariful is picked up. And the two do not mismatch. I totally agree with Dr. Sanjay Bagai says. It is not, he was extremely diplomatic and polite when he said that there is a total mismatch between Shariful and the picture on the CCTV. And the fact of the matter is that even absolute middle-class people like me have the drivers available on call. And what to talk of high-profile, iconic people like Saif Ali Khan, who does not have any help to take him to. And then he goes by a 3-wheeler, goes to the hospital, a major surgery takes place, and I have seen people with broken toes and broken thumbs. They shriek in pain. Well, the doctors, they say, and that is also very unusual, that doctors speak like a fan, that he entered like a tiger. Well, so be it if you're so much in awe of the persona of Saif Ali Khan, but a doctor is supposed to be surgical. I'm not here to give tutorials on medical practice, but there are 2 or 3 things that just do not match. And the Shariful, the confession seems to be contrived and manipulated, and there are so many people who tell you how to get the fingerprints. There is no evidence, and I would rather that should the pieces be fitting it together, nothing seems to be matching as of now, Pradesh.
Kamruzaman ji, your take on the Saif probe?
No, an incident has happened. How it happened, let the police come out with it. But it's very amusing, before even coming to the conclusion, the Mumbai police has already started patting his back, awarding themselves certificates, medals and whatnot out here. I feel the incident might have happened. There might be a sequence of events collaborated by further investigation out here. But here comes the actual twist to the story. Shariful Islam arrested from somewhere after 2 or 3 days, and then he branded as an illegal Bangladeshi, as a Rohingya, and then this serves up the BJP's police to help the BJP in Delhi elections. Because Rohingya, Bangladeshis are the hot talk of the town out
I
here.
think your primary concern is that how did
by the Mumbai police.
Your primary concern seems how did the Bangladesh angle come into the picture? Because many colleagues of the India Alliance, your friends, political leaders, they said this is Islamophobia. Saif is attacked because he's a Muslim. I'm not going there. We've done that debate. Now, Tuhin Sinha. Now, you've heard Abha saying, Dr. Vikram saying, Dr. Bagai, Sanjay Nirupam, who's part of the NDA alliance, Shiv Sena leader, he's saying Saif Ali Khan came home jumping and dancing. What is going on?
Well, Pranesh, I have authored many fiction books in the past, but this particular episode seems to be stranger than fiction. So yes, there are many unanswered questions. Having said that, I have complete faith in the Mumbai police. What the Mumbai police perhaps needs to do now is one of its senior officers needs to do a press conference and answer some of these unanswered questions. When it comes to the family again, I am personally very surprised that a 7-year-old at 3 in the morning, a 7-year-old should accompany his injured father when, we are told now that for the next 2 hours, the criminal was still the criminal was still hiding in the campus. So, imagine putting the safety of a 7-year-old to risk. I think that is something strange. So at some point of time, even Saif Khan or Kareena Kapoor need to come forward and answer these questions. Having said that, I don't see, I know Mumbai police, I've seen Mumbai police work very closely and I have complete faith in them.
No, you have complete faith, but there are these questions. Dr. Vikram Singh wanting to come in. Yes, sir.
It's an important point that the IO has been changed midstream, and anybody who's familiar with the ethos and the working of the police would know that either something terrible has happened or there is something that needs to be worked out. That is why changing such a high profile, the IO of such a high profile case midstream is also indicative of a larger thing that may have happened. Perhaps in the next 24 hours we'll come to know, but it does not happen usually that in sensitive cases you are reinforced, but the IO seldom or never changed.
Abha Singh, as a lawyer, you have the last word on the show, ma'am. What should the Mumbai police do, or what should be done to dispel these doubts?
The Mumbai police needs to take a press conference. It usually happens. You have seen that the press conference is given. The press is told what was the sequence of events. You need to go because he's a film star. Everybody's engrossed in knowing the truth because this is the second incident. Baba Siddiqui was murdered. The manner in which he was murdered, now attack on Saif. So people are feeling that Mumbai is no longer a safe city. So Mumbai police needs to give people the confidence that, look, we are there on the roads. We are going to keep you safe. And also the beat policing should be enhanced because what is seen, the day it happened, there was Prime Minister in the city and from morning police was doing only bandobast. So the time has come that police is put to serious policing and not just do bandobast.
All right, let's see when these unanswered questions finally find an answer. Till we have them, these questions will keep coming. I thank all of you for joining us on India Upfront. The news are on the other side, viewers. Thanks for watching.